The objective of Judaism, God's objective, to put it very clearly, God's objective in creating the world and giving us the Torah was to make godliness natural and organic in this physical, lowest of all worlds of creation. In other words, our job is to make Judaism, mitzvahs, serving God, so natural that it stops being a religion. So religion was good. It got us to where we are, but now we got to move beyond. Serving God has to become universal, all-inclusive, and that's not what religion does. Religion separates people. So instead of calling it being religious, we should simply call it serving God. Is serving God a religious thing, a spiritual thing? Not really. If the physical, material universe was created for the express purpose of serving God's need, then it's not spiritual. It's the nature of this world in which we live. For example, everybody throughout all of history has always wondered and asked and pondered the question of what is the purpose of creation? Why are we here? Why am I here? Very valid question. In fact, it's a noble question. Animals don't ask, why am I here? Vegetables don't ask, why am I here? Only human beings. Because the human being doesn't like a simple fact. We need to know why. For what purpose? We don't like the status quo. We want to know, where are we going with this? How should tomorrow be different than today? That's a very noble, idealistic way of thinking. And where do we get this from? Why is this so universal? Because we were created with a purpose. We sense it, we intuit it, but we don't know exactly what that purpose is. So we ask, what is the purpose? Why? Why am I here? And as we've spoken many times, lately, in the last couple of years, this question has filtered down even to young children. 10-year-olds, maybe even 9-year-olds, will often ask the question, I didn't ask to be born. Why am I here? I didn't ask to be born. Why do I have responsibilities? If I didn't ask to be born, why is it my job to get myself educated and responsible? And okay, so if this question has been around forever, and it is totally universal, what does that tell us? That living a purposeful life is organic to our nature. It shouldn't be called religion. So if living purposeful life is natural and organic, then what exactly does purpose mean? Purpose is the reason for the existence of the world. Purpose is the reason that I exist. Now, the reason for an existence always comes before the existence. I didn't exist. There is a reason that I should exist. And so God creates me for that reason. So the reason existed before I existed. So it's not like I can make up a reason. You can't ask somebody, what do you think the purpose of your life is? Well, how am I supposed to know? If I make it up, then it is not the purpose. It's just my intention. I'm going to devote myself to this project or to this profession. Does that make it my purpose? No. To be what my purpose dictates, I have to find out whose purpose, see, like saying, what is my purpose in life? Actually, I don't have a purpose. I'm the product of a purpose. Does this make sense? It's not my purpose. It's the purpose for which I exist. But whose purpose is it? All right, it's like saying, I exist because of a plan. There's a plan, and I am necessary for that plan to succeed. Well, I didn't make the plan. I'm the result of the plan. And I intuit, I sense, something in me tells me that I exist as part of a plan. Who made a plan before I existed? Right? In whose mind do I exist before I was created? In Psalms, King David says, in the name of God, where God says, before you were conceived, I knew you. What does that mean? Before you were conceived, God knew what he needed from you. And so he created you for that purpose. So when you say, what is my purpose in life? You're literally asking God, what do you need me for? That is no longer a religious question. It's not you exist for a reason and a purpose if you believe in God and you're religious. No, you exist for a purpose because you were created for a purpose. So if you want to know what that purpose is, does that make you spiritual? Does that make you religious, holy? No, it just makes you curious. You want to know what the purpose of your existence is. It's organic. In fact, it is so organic that if we can't find the reason and we can't find the purpose, we're likely to get depressed. In the extreme, if someone believes or feels unnecessary, if someone feels that their existence has no purpose, it's dangerous. They become nihilists, they become fatalists, they become suicidal. That's how organic, that's how natural and necessary purpose is to the human being. So it is completely natural, completely organic, an indispensable part of existence is the purpose for which we exist. To keep calling that religion is confusing, misleading, misinformation. It's not religious. We have a Sunday night program for VIPs that you might be interested in. It's informal, it's questions and answers, it's conversation. It's really relaxed, it's really pleasant, enjoyable, informative, and kind of community like. It's a Sunday night program, there's a Wednesday morning program for the VIPs, and there's a Wednesday night program. All of it just conversation, casual, laid back, unscripted. So join us, take a look, click the link below, and see which of the three suits you best, and join us for some enjoyable conversation.